Hello, I'm Betsy Creedon, Senior Warden here at Christ Church, Grosse Pointe.
And I'm Thom Nealssohn, Chair of the 2021 Taking the Next Steps Journey in Generosity.
We're here today to encourage you to join us during this Lenten season and consider how we've been blessed individually and as a parish. It's amazing to consider all that we've been able to do in this parish this last year when we've been so separated from one another. Here's a couple of things that we've accomplished. We've provided over 8,600 summer starter meals to school-aged children who would normally have gotten their breakfast at school. We also delivered many of those meals. We gave over 1,000 pounds of shelf-stable food to Crossroads of Michigan. And we've made 2,400 sandwiches and provided chili for distribution at Crossroads Sunday Hot Meal Kitchen, which we're going to be doing again in the next week. We've facilitated 800 free COVID tests to the community, and we've donated 75 pints of blood through the American Red Cross blood drives that we've hosted here at Christ Church.
In addition, we provided $80,000 in outreach grants to our partners and $145,000 in support of the Diocese of Michigan in a year when many were struggling to find the resources to continue with their work. In 2020, we've worked to share our abundance we have with those who are in need. And in the last year, those whose needs have multiplied. It's hard to forget the sight of those white flags flying in our lawn, representing the over 7,000 people that have been lost to COVID in the state of Michigan alone in the past year.
You've shared your time and love for those in this parish as well, with 500 plus households connected through the COVID wellness checks and the 450 poinsettias delivered at Christmas. We all experienced being shut in and away from each other, and we've had to find new ways to remain connected to each other when physical presence just wasn't safe.
You've been generous with your time here as well. 50 people participated in helping to tend the church grounds. 150 people took time to join our virtual Christmas party. With the addition of a new audio-visual system, we can better experience worship remotely, with more than 500 people viewing an organ concert and allowing so many to engage in our weekly worship services.
We've continued to gather for Sunday coffee hours and forums, sacred conversations, Bible and book studies. We've seen children baptized. We've honored and remembered those who have died and celebrated love with those who are committing or recommitting to their marriage. Each of these moments represent how we at Christ Church have been blessed abundantly and work to be a blessing to so many in our community.
Last year, we made the conscious decision to use Lent as a time to reflect on what we've been given, God's generosity to us, and how we are called to share generously out of our abundance with those around us who are in need. The Lenten season offers us a chance to take time and focus on our example, Jesus, and how he gave hope to the hopeless by demonstrating his love for them in tangible ways.
To help us again in our journey, we'll provide a daily devotional for your consideration via email. This year, we're sharing readings for Practicing Extravagant Generosity by Robert Chenese. Each reading provides a daily scripture reference and a brief daily devotional, followed with a question or two that may guide your reflection. Our hope is that we will use these readings to become more aware of the abundance of God's blessings in your life and how we can play a role in God's abundant provision for others.
Around the second week of March, we'll again send out estimate of giving cards for your consideration. I'll ask you to consider where you are on your journey in generosity. Some of us may be exploring, making a first intentional gift to God. Others may be growing, making their gift a set percentage of their income. Still others may be deepening, increasing the size of their gift from last year with an intention to achieve a tithe. Others may be working to become centered in their giving, committing 10%, a full tithe to God's work, or even practicing transformational giving, giving beyond a tithe. regardless of what we give, we know that God will use our gifts to help bring about God's kingdom here on earth and to change us, reminding us of God's abundant provision for us that gives us the courage to share what we have with others.
We're asking you to participate with us again this Lent. Plan time each day to read through the devotional and reflect on our abundance and God's generosity. We're also inviting you to share how you've seen God's abundance in your life and why you choose to give to Christ Church, either by a short video or by writing a note of about 100 words or less, and you can send those to stewardship@christchurchgp.org as encouragement for all of us in this parish on this journey.
And when you receive your estimated giving card, prayerfully consider how you will respond. It's our hope that this year everyone in the parish will submit an estimate of giving card by March 28th, either online or by mail. After reflecting on what role we each can play in seeing God's kingdom come here on earth. Thank you for your generosity.